Welcome back to Sushimi's House. I'm your loving host, Master Sushimi, joined today by my sweet sister, Ice Bubbie.
Hello.
And we are back with some more. Actually, Mr. President's here too. I keep forgetting to mention that. But we're back with some more Final Fantasy XVI. We're fighting a cigarette.
I just kissed little Mr. President on the noggin, and he, I guess, briefly woke up, and now he's gone right back to sleep. Again, still curled up, with his little butt against my right thigh.
Oh, I hate this.
As I say crisscross applesauce on this couch, on a beautiful sunny fall Monday morning, where the temperatures will not exceed the 60s here. Yes, we are lucky, thank you for asking. And also it's fallback, which means I'm actually well rested because I accidentally slept a full 8 hours. Actually, maybe more. Hang on. I went to bed at 10:30. Yeah, 10
So that's
hours.
a big pull.
10 hours actually is how long I slept.
Nice. I did not sleep that well.
I had a feeling. You tend to not do that. We don't have to unpack that on my show.
Nope, we don't.
We don't. It's fine. I will say though,
If you want the Cliff Notes version, it's called anxiety.
I will say though, I'm surprised I slept so well considering the fact that, okay, I've talked about it a little bit before. There's going to be layers to this, and I'm telling this because we're starting to get into that part of the recording where you're fighting big things, so you can do a lot of talking, so I'm going to do a lot of the talking. That's cool. So, I am a weenie. I don't do horror. It kinda. I'm not good at getting scared. And it's not just because I just don't like the feeling of getting scared. Because while I'm sure most people experience oh, you get scared, you jump, your heart races, whatever, my chest hurts when I get scared. My body hurts because I get that sort of jolt of electricity through my whole body, and it hurts. My hands will kind of hurt after it. It kind of sucks. So I don't feel well, so I don't really look to get scared. That being said, I have found that I do unfortunately enjoy horror stories a lot, which is hard because it means I then have to consume the thing to know the story. I also then get obsessed. I get a morbid curiosity out of certain things.
You do have that.
I do. It took me a long time to realize it because it started with Luigi's Mansion when I was a kid. I would obsess over the stories of each and every single ghost, and it would annoy me that there wasn't more information, especially because at that time we didn't have access to the internet at the palm of our hands. You can just Google something, right? Versus now when I get annoyed about the fact that Jarvis really is just some dude creature thing in a jar, and you fight him as a ghost and you kill him and he's done, I can Google that to remind myself of that.
Yeah.
I definitely started there. I had it with I had it a little bit with Horizon actually because of that one dude who just kept getting mutated over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I then that night went home and Googled as much as I could about him.
Yeah, you told me he exists as he doesn't exist as a model in the game, and there was an interview with the creator who was just we just didn't want to bring that into the world. It's better to just leave that a mystery.
Right. It's
Meanwhile, it's just he's just a full-blown Resident Evil fucker.
Yeah, basically. So anyway, because I was well, what does he look like? Can we even get a glimpse of that? You cannot.
Yeah.
Not a thing.
You also had that with Five Nights.
And that's where this is going. So.
Sorry to cut you off at the pass.
No. You
good segue?
You nailed it. Good segue. I loved it. Yes, I had that with Five Nights, and I had it bad with Five Nights.
Five Nights at Freddy, for those who are maybe less initiated.
I just say Five Nights, but yes, Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF. So the game came out in 2014, the original, and I was hooked because I was just
never played it, mind you.
Never played it. Refused to play it. Will never play it. I would suck at it so bad. I mean, I was willing to be even in the room with somebody else playing it, but you don't fuck with horror like that. And then Marcy, I think, just never got around to playing it with us. Funny enough, actually, the game came out before Jonathan and I were dating, and him and I's dating thing was weird because we were dating before we officially accepted that we were dating. So for
I get
Halloween,
that. I was like that with my ex.
Yeah. So for Halloween that year, he bought it to play it with me because he knew I wanted to watch it be played, but was too scared to do it myself. So he bought it and everything, but I still freaked out. When we started, we didn't even get through night one because I was just so I don't want it, So he knows that I'm into it, and
God, I'd really call that though.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw like a bunch of branches, I was like, it's gonna be a stinky plant.
You were like, I don't want it.
I
It's
don't
gonna
like
be
it.
fucking horrible. And I was like, what even is that? What are you talking about?
From the beginning of the game, dog.
No, yeah, I realized once you
Press on.
said it.
Yes.
And I, like, of course, didn't even clock that there was water here. I thought it was, like, I just thought it was floor, like ground, dirt, whatever.
You know, I knew it was like swampy.
I was like, and it just to me looked like a pile of bones. And I was like, the fuck?
It did look like a pile of bones. I kind of expected like a bone dragon, but then I was like, I don't think so, actually.
Me too. Ooh. You okay, Torgal? Yes. So I had that very badly with Five Nights.
Yeah.
And,
It's like a furnace.
I followed the franchise
We're
up
inside the
until
volcano.
the
Well, like security breach.
5th game. No, I didn't make it to Security Breach. I followed it up until Sister Location, and then I fell off the franchise when they did
Was that one cause
what the
for
hell was
concern?
that game?
It was. And they're getting
It's the one
bigger.
where they looked all cutesy and it was weird. But I will say, I watched Markiplier. Okay, also funny to admit. I would watch Markiplier play it, but I would look for the comment that did the timestamps telling you when the jump scares would happen,
Yeah.
so that I could still have a good laugh about it. I could still watch Markiplier make his goofs and gaffs about the game and whatever, and I could still get the scoop of the story without playing it myself, but without getting scared. I would just mute it when the scare, because I will say, if I don't hear it, I'm fine. I'm kind of okay.
Yeah.
Which that's another aspect of myself I discovered last night. So yeah, I followed it up until Sister Location, so we're talking the first like 5 games. Fun fact, there's about 20 of them now.
Jesus.
There's 9 main series games. As of this year, I think there's 9 main series games. But I like looked on Wikipedia because this is going somewhere. There's like 20 games, so I was like, what is happening? And I fell off of it, didn't really know much about it. And then I heard the movie was coming out, and I was like, well, that's gonna suck so bad because video game movies, anime movies, all these kinds of movies, they don't ever do well. Then big, brave, beautiful, sexy Marcy watched Five Nights and gave us a scoop and was like, honestly, not bad. I was also excited because, oh my gosh, I don't remember that actor's name. The one that plays...
Oh, Josh Hutcherson? I think?
No, well, him too, but not so much him. The one that plays Shaggy.
Oh,
Played
Matthew
Shaggy.
Lillard.
Thank you. He's in it.
I think he still plays Shaggy. Like, I think he just voices him now. People, like, they liked his, this is a tangent now, but
I love
apparently they liked his portrayal in the live action movie so much that they were like, yeah, he's Shaggy now.
That's awesome. Hello?
Just wanted a map,
You
guys.
just wanted a selfie? Yeah, I just
Well, because I
finished-
think this is like the way, and I'm like, wait, did we miss like a secret treasure?
just killing some dudes. Selfie time.
I mean, realistically, if you lived in a fantasy setting, wouldn't you like?
100%.
Wouldn't you take like a cool ass selfie with like a beheaded dragon?
Absolutely. 100%.
Assuming you beheaded it, otherwise you're a poser.
I would find my absolute most like sweat, blood, battle resistant makeup and take like the best pictures I could of the creatures I had slain. Although I don't know, that's starting to feel like hunting.
Yeah, that's true.
Never mind. I probably wouldn't take one of the actual thing I killed. I'd probably just be like, yep, just finished battle and I won or whatever. In a cooler way. I would be a lot cooler in a fantasy world. I'm just kidding, I wouldn't be. I'd be like a fucking inky full of some shit.
Yeah, that's probably more realistic
It is really
for
actually
both
what-
of us. Just like, I've gotten really good at pouring beer, I guess.
Yeah. Some people say my beer heals them. So I watched the movie, the Five Nights movie. So I will agree, pretty good. Jonathan did ask me, he's like, do you feel like it stayed true to the story? And I'm like, that's really hard to say because... yes and...
Yo!
Excuse me! Yes and no, because the first game... listen, come close. The first Five Nights at Freddy's game, genuinely really good. Like, I don't like
For what it is,
For what it
right?
is.
Because like, it's not like a particularly complicated game.
No, but like, it's a good in that like, it's a nice concise horror game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're,
Like,
you're a security
if you're
guard.
going in expecting like an open world horror game, like no, it's
No.
not gonna happen. But it is like a very interesting. I think it is. It does a good job of choosing its scope and staying within it, which a lot of games struggle with,
Yes.
especially like indie games.
Yeah, because like the first game really is just you're a security guard. You gotta survive 5 nights. Each night gets harder. You have controls over the monitors and yada yada, and you get just a little bit more story each night you get through. But the story is not super developed, super big. It's just very much a like, yeah, this is an abandoned kid's like equivalent of a Chuck E. Cheese, because 5 kids went missing back in the 80s. Good luck. And you know, then at the end of that, there wasn't really much to say about that game other than, okay, so either the spirits of the kids are in those animatronics, allegedly. Well, there was 3 theories. A, nothing. The kids were killed by the animatronics or by some jerk, and the animatronics just have their like security system, whatever thing that makes them kill adults because it's gone haywire. That's just like very basic.
Wait, now this feels like the way to go. I hate that this game does this to me. Because I want to see it all, right?
I know. B, the animatronics are possessed by the kids' souls. C, their bodies are physically in there.
Right.
Which, spoilers, I guess, you find out it is in fact C. Bless you. Which just...
Well, I think it's a combination of C and B, right? 'Cause, like,
yeah, it's a combination. It's both. But I feel like the movie...
Oh, wait, that's too
Spoilers,
far
I guess
back.
the movie took it to like the degree of like, no, the kids are like actually in there and they're like like the animatronics are the children now kind of deal.
Right.
But anyway, so when he asked that question, I was kind of like, well, it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. But I did definitely fall right back down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I just, after the movie, kept Googling shit, kept looking stuff up, and I swear to God, I had so many dreams last night, and all of them were somehow Five Nights related. They weren't nightmares. Like, I wasn't necessarily stressed out, but, like, I did wake up like, wow, yeah, clearly my brain was running on just full Five Nights energy. But no, it did.
Oh, wait, we did circle back around, so it's just an alternate path. That
Okay,
takes us
good.
to the... Okay, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that. That's
yeah.
good.
You know what we haven't done in a really long time?
Oh, no.
This. And we have so many ability points. I'm just like, what do we do?
I don't know.
Do we like these abilities?
You haven't really fucked with those as much. I don't think you've
Yeah.
liked them a whole lot. Like, you prefer the fire stuff.
That sounds pretty cool.
It's also not very costly. It's $120.
Yeah. This also seems like kind of the ultimate for that one. I don't know. I'll have to do some research off screen. This is a bad time to do this, sorry.
No, you're fine. So yeah, I fell down that rabbit hole, was looking super duper into it and
Is there no other way across?
obsessing over it. But the problem is that I do then start getting freaked out. Even though I know it's a game. I don't live in a fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
Right.
I have never...
Well, one of them, it happens at like some kid's house.
That's the game that started really messing me up.
But then apparently, again, spoilers, my understanding is apparently that's like a testing facility and like not actually some kid's house.
Oh.
Yeah, girl, you're manifesting.
He's like, I know. Oh, her voice changed.
This is going to be close. Come on!
Yeah. Close it was.
God, the steam coming off of that has to be horrendous.
Oh yeah.
Do that again.
No. Let's not.
Have to find a better path out of here. And I'm sure her arm feels terrible.
Yeah, probably.
Because that had to have been a lot of power.
Alright,
Jeez.
we've never seen her, like, since
What's
we took her
that?
back from... What the fuck?
Oh, okay. They're the bombs.
But in numbers like these,
Since we saved her essentially from the Iron Kingdom, we haven't really like seen her do any sort of icon thing. Like, yeah, she uses her powers, but unlike Sid or
Yeah, Sid would, like,
Benedicta,
come in
where we would
clutch.
see them like become hybrid, you know.
That's true. We've never seen her become hybrid before just now.
Yeah, that was like the first time.
And we've only seen her manifest the full form the one time.
Which we know that's not the case. It seems like she was manifesting it multiple times because of...
I mean, yeah, she was a weapon.
Right.
Die. Why are you guys, like, chasing me? Why are you obsessed with me?
Why are you obsessed with me the way I'm obsessed with Five Nights? Or was at least last night. I think I'm cured. I think I got through it.
Yeah.
The movie was good though, for sure. I did have to keep hiding behind the blanket.
Yeah.
I just kept getting... I kept getting jump scared by nonsense. Like, I was just like, motherfucker. Like, very minor spoilers, I guess, but like, fucking Balloon Boy's what made me actually jump twice. But of all the animatronics or characters in that fucking franchise, Balloon Boy, that's the one
goofiest looking one.
the goofiest looking motherfucker. That's the one that scared me.
Look for another path.
Like, man, fuck this movie. So I will say, kind of in that sort of horror thing, and I've also talked about this before, but I realized it very badly last night.
we're
So-
now at the oratory.
Because I looked at Jonathan and I said this, and he was like, no. Where I was like, do you ever hear sounds that just make you feel ill? And he went, no.
What the hell
And he
is
was like,
that?
I guess. Like, he just was so like, this is not relatable. What are you talking about? And I don't mean like,
It's friendly.
okay, if somebody when you scratch against a chalkboard, right?
Iraga?
That's unpleasant. Oh, excuse me? Nobody's been whipping out any sort of Uga moves throughout this game, and now you're gonna? You're a gonna?
I don't like this thing.
I hate this. I hate this monk ripoff.
I hate the way it moves.
Be creative, Final Fantasy. Stop ripping off Pokemon.
I mean, I've never seen them do a moose.
I know. Yeah, I really do kind of hate how strong this thing is and how much it moves. Oh my god, I didn't realize how much health it still has. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like a little mini boss.
There you go.
It's a good thing elemental weaknesses aren't like a thing in this game.
And I
'cause-
like how much shit you stack on top. I'm sorry, yes, the elemental weaknesses aren't a thing.
Yeah, well, because I just feel like that would also mean resistances have to be a thing.
Of course. So like
and
this
like
thing
this thing
wouldn't-
would probably heal off of fire, you know?
or the other thing, the harpy would do a-okay with the tornado, like. So, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes certain like game sounds just bother me a lot.
You've always had that though.
I have, but I didn't realize how bad and maybe not super common it was until last night. But even just like the last few years, so like I remember at some point you and I tried to play Conker's Bad for a Day like in more recent years, and I asked you like, can you please skip the part where he takes the chainsaw to the N64 logo, and you weren't like within reach of the remote. And I remember like
I also think that's unskippable.
we learned that day, and you like I think you got a little annoyed with the request until you saw my actual reaction to it, and you were like, oh, like you were not kidding, you actually are uncomfortable. And I'm like, no, I am very uncomfortable with this.
Yeah.
But they never leave the lava.
Yo, it's like one of those spiky things we fought with Sid.
Yeah.
I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
There. Oh hey, it's the same thing from the forest.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Sorry if you did. We're just kind of repeating some of the monsters we used to see. Yeah, so that happens with that sequence, and I hate it so much. And I when the movie ends, again, if you have watched someone play it or have played the Five Nights at Freddy's games yourself, the second game, I believe the second game, where they have like the mini games,
I think it is.
where there's like spelling, but it's not like really pitched down like that sound. I even just trying to mimic it, I didn't like it because I had to think about it. And at the end of the movie, they play that during the credits.
Wow.
And I was like, stop it, please stop it. And that's when I was like, do sounds make you ill? And he was like, yes. Like he was happy to stop it, but he was just like, you could. Oh shit, we got it next time.
Oh.
I finished. Oh snap.
Next time it's Ashimi's house. We're gonna bring this thing down nose first. Later.
Bye.
You gotta know you're in for something special. You gotta feel it in your bones. Oh, you're gonna find what you need all in time. If you're looking for it, na 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 na. If you're looking for it, na na.